Hi everybody, my name is Anastasia and today I'll be talking to you about my experience and things I learned about doing my first fitness competition. A few of you I'm sure already seen the vlog that I've done about the whole experience, and the competition I've done is called Fit Factor at Body Power. It happened last weekend in Birmingham, and I will put the link underneath as well if you did not see that video, so I would probably recommend you to see it first. But let's start. First thing that I learned is to be comfortable in your skin even more. This whole prep I was basically faced with revealing my body to complete strangers or people. At the very beginning it was my prep coach, personal trainer who used to train me a couple of years ago, and then he was overseeing my prep. So basically what I had to do is turn up in my bikini and in the gym in front of everybody, and he would just look at me, ask me to turn around, do some poses while he was assessing where I hold fat, where I hold water, and then he would prescribe me a certain diet to follow the week after. And I've done it a couple of times, and it is intimidating to be in a bikini in front of the gym where everybody's working out and you kind of know everybody, but you just have to stop worrying about it. The next round of being in the bikini was the actual casting, of course. That was actually even before my coach, where I was picked to go through to this competition in the first place. That was also nerve-wracking because you're being in a bikini again in front of strangers, and that is odd. Afterwards, I did posing classes with Audrey Caipio. She's like the best posing coach in London. And again, bikini in front of the girls, strangers, and you need to like walk around there and you just get comfortable. And at the actual competition, there was a lot of nudity. First, of course, was the fake tan. So you are basically completely naked in this little room with all the other girls. So you see all the competitors you're with, and your mind is already starting to play tricks where you are looking, does she have a better bum? Does that girl has better arms? And you already kind of start freak out even before this whole experience happened. And yeah, you just have to don't worry about it, not make too much eye contact, and just stand there like this and turn around, and while they're spray tanning you. And then you have to be dried as well. So you go into like these boxes with a fan and you stand there and you're drying. So I am now pretty much okay with being naked in front of the strangers. Second thing is definitely dedication and organization and being more responsible than usual. Even though I was always working out hard and eating clean, being on prep really puts your mind into a different zone where you are just focused. You prioritize things that you need to prioritize on. You take your training way more seriously, you take diet more seriously. I definitely feel like this experience strengthened me as a person. Third thing is more of a challenge, social one, because half of my friends understand it, half of them don't. Same with family members, and also your personal relationships would suffer because of food, which is very sad, I find, but food is such a big culture, and therefore I know I wasn't invited to certain gatherings. Not that I'm upset about it, but people will treat you differently once you announce that you're on prep and you're doing competition and you cannot drink alcohol. Not that I ever do much anyway. Also, people will try to be a bit sarcastic towards you or comment on things you order. Like even if you're going for a coffee and you order black Americano instead of the usual, I don't know, latte, they say, yeah, you are really serious about this, aren't you? So be comfortable and be ready with people kind of making little comments. I can't obviously say for your friends and your family, but I felt it a lot. And sometimes it makes you feel angry at them that, they don't understand it and they should be supporting you. But at the same time, just don't take it too seriously, because in the end of the day, they're your friends, and if they're your true friends, they'll stick with you. Otherwise, they're just making fun of you, like you would make fun of them doing like some crazy challenge in your eyes. Number 4, mood swings. Everybody says it, and it's true. I felt a lot of mood swings during this prep, but I felt them mostly on the days where I changed my diet. So for example, as I told you, I had a prep coach, so every week he would change my diet a little bit, like different macros of certain grams of protein and carbs and fat. So every time I would change for a couple of days, my body would readjust. Therefore, I would just become very fatigued, very tired, and just not comfortable with how I am. And at some days I couldn't even clench my fist because I just felt so tired, and I was still working out hard. And once I was in the gym, I always felt like there was a lot of energy, but once you leave the gym, you realize you're just like a ghost and you're just walking super slowly because your body is obviously realizing that it's in deficit and trying to save all the calories. You become very sleepy. every single thing you do becomes a chore, truly. Like, I have a split level apartment here. If you haven't seen my flat tour, have a look. And going upstairs, if I forgot something, it's like the worst. Or taking out trash, even things like talking on the phone and Skyping with my relatives in Russia is just not easy, because you feel like any extra energy that you do, even like talking, takes a lot of you. I was also pleasantly surprised about the quality of people that I met there, because everybody was from different backgrounds, different ages, and yet, even though we are all competitors, I did not feel this bitchiness or any type of mean behavior towards each other. Everybody was very supportive, and I think it's because the whole culture of fitness and health is people respect each other so much for doing this. And it's not that we think we are better than people who don't work out or don't eat healthy, but because when you take it so seriously, not many of you like that, and you stick together and you respect each other for that. And you talked a lot about trying to inspire others around us, or talking about some family members that are struggling with weight issues and how we can incorporate healthy lifestyle to their life as well. So it was all inspirational, and all the girls are really lovely and international as well, so I did not feel like a strange Russian in the UK even though I've been here for 11 years now. I just love that competition was not an actual competition, and we felt that whoever won for the reasons that the judges like them, and it's not up to us. Another thing I really enjoyed during this whole process was beautifying myself, is when you really try to take care of yourself visually more, because you know you have a date where you will be on stage in a bikini, so you really need to like not pick your skin, exfoliate, moisturize so that the tan goes evenly, and you need to do your nails, your eyelashes, all your makeup, so you feel like really taking care of yourself in a nice way, not just obviously for the muscles and the body fat and stuff like that, but also like physically. I felt that it made me not more girly, but I felt like it made me think about things more, like, oh, I actually felt my skin being super soft when I was exfoliating for my fake tan preparation, and why don't I exfoliate more? Things like that. If any of you are thinking of doing competition as well one day, I would recommend keeping to your hobbies, because you need a certain distraction from thinking about food, and not just cravings like ice cream and cookies, but genuinely because you feel in deficit. You just want anything more, like a bigger portion of chicken and more vegetables. And I found that reading, listening to podcasts, going for walks, spending time with friends who understand you, going to shows, just basically distracting yourself so you don't think about this prep. I guess it's similar way like when you are going through a breakup, you just want to do things that make you not think about that person. So in this case, it's the same principle. Apply it. Just go to places where they don't have bakeries. I find that going to the cinema is really awesome because it's dark and you focus on something. Taking a bath, anything that just distracts you from the food. As I told you in my vlog, after this experience, I definitely want to do competitions again. And it's not that I want to win necessarily, I just like this progression and I like the improvement. It's quite funny because after this competition that I've done, 99% of people also did it for the first time, and there is a big split. Half of the girls really want to do it again, they loved it, they want to keep going, and another half of the girls say that it was the worst of their time ever because they were hungry all the time, moody, whatever, and that they just want to go back to normal life, and that bikini competition is like check, big tick for them that they've done it. So it's an interesting dynamic. Experience and networking was one of the best outcomes of this whole experience for me, because of course you go through this and you learn things about yourself, your body, your cycle, everything. And then you also meet a lot of like-minded people, you meet photographers, you meet agents, you just expand your network. And I think whenever you have an opportunity to do anything in your area of expertise or area of your hobby, definitely go and try, especially if it doesn't cost you much. It's like that good old saying that the biggest part of success is just showing up. So I do encourage you to try new things, to show up, to meet new people, even though you might think, oh, she's just maybe outgoing, but to be honest, I'm a complete introvert. I love spending time alone and I find it daunting to be around people, and one of the things I don't miss at all from the fashion world where when I used to work in fashion is like going to these cocktail parties and talking to strangers and trying to network. But I find that when you network naturally in a group of people that naturally have the same interest with you, is not really forced, so you don't feel that you need to like go and fake whatever thoughts or fake that you like them. You genuinely find interest and you genuinely find things to talk about. And for me as a YouTuber beginner, I found that watching in other YouTubers who are going through the same thing or people I aspire to be like big fitness models, I love watching like vlogs and their daily grind because it makes me feel that much connected that somebody else out there is also trying to do things or is already there where I want to be, and that it's possible, and it's all it is just hard work and consistency. So I guess this is my takeaway message for you guys, that if you have anything you want to do, just do it, and you will never regret things you've done, and you will regret things you did not do. So please let me know if you have any questions at all. Maybe I missed something, but I told you, thinking of doing another competition. I will announce exactly once I figure it out. And for now, keep in touch on social media, drop me a tweet or Instagram comment or follow me on Snapchat, see what I do every single day, and I will speak to you soon. Bye!